most of what we do. I manage the caretaking, facility management and the property management arm of Azure Living. We talked a lot about community living, and what I wanted to tell you is a bit of a story. I think there's nothing better than a bit of storytelling, and that can relay how, me as the general manager of Azure Living, how I felt. I think feelings are really important. I'm from Melbourne, and then we don't have a product like Azure in Melbourne. When I first came here, I got sent out to Richlands, and I drove into the complexes, and I was just like, I don't know where I am, but I drove into Eden. I'm like, yes, this is where I want to be, this is who I want to work for, and I want to relay my feeling to my staff, to the caretakers, to anyone that comes into any of our complexes. I want them to have that same feeling as what I had when I first drove in there. So I hope you have that feeling when you drive around. I think you're going around to some of the buildings today, yep. And then also that with our investment, we've got really good investment stories with our property management department. We hold about a 5.2 to 5.3 average across the yield in Azure Living, and that is only increasing. Now with the market at the moment, we are increasing rents from 8 to 10%, which is amazing, and that's only going to increase value for our investors. And then we have the community-based living, so our caretakers, we have them on site. We have a caretaker per complex, and then I go around and make sure that they are as they are, very predictable. And then we've got, a bit of a story about people that want to live in our complexes. We have our gardeners that live in our complexes. We have our insurance brokers, our painters, our builders, people that come to us that say, we know your product, we want to live in there. We don't care if it's north, south, west, but we want to live in our product. We've got a 0% vacancy rate at the moment, which is amazing. Brisbane average is around 1%, and we're leasing properties now that are 2 months down the track up until July. We don't have much come available. I've got a wait list already for seasons. I spoke to someone yesterday. They know owner-occupiers that have bought in that complex, and they've come to me and said, I know it, I'm a member of the golf course, I want a community-based living, I want to live in your product, can I go on a wait list? So, those kind of stories is what I want investors to know and to feel, and feelings. And then we've got the caretakers that are on site. We are training them all in first aid as well, so they have a comfortable feeling in living in one of our communities. In case there is an emergency or anything like that, they know that they can come to us, and we will be able to help them and assist them and be there for them. If anyone has any questions or queries about Azure Living, by all means, call me. I'm there, I'm on the line, I go around every month to make sure that everything is in place and in check. I make sure that the investors are kept happy, and they are getting bang for their buck for their investment. That's about all for me. I'm not really good at public speaking, but I'll hand over to Elise and she can